when I saw my Gambian brother at the stadium. Well, I mean, I can't just hold back my emotions when it comes to Papa and his achievement.
And good advice from the Vice President.
Exactly.
That's how a mother.
Exactly.
Advising him to.
And the mother of the nation seems to be on top of things when it comes to football.
Exactly.
And sports, you know?
Exactly.
She knows a lot about sports,
exactly.
You know?
I wish you listen to
so the whole thing.
The whole thing. You know what she said.
I read the whole thing. I read the whole interview on the Daily Observer the other week when Papa visited
the State House.
Her Excellency at State House. And like I said, a joyous occasion for all of us. And once you take to the pitch at the Maracana or any stadium, hey, like it or not, the commentator is going to mention Gambia.
Gambia again.
And that the fans will be watching back home in Banjul.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. At the moment, he's the flag bearer of Gambian football. Yeah. And we continue to pray for him. And we will continue to follow his development as he go to the World Cup in Brazil. Now, to Lisbon. Real Madrid taking on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. Who is going to reign supreme in European club football? Babukar.
Well, before I start anything,
sentiments, okay, anyway, sentiments aside.
No, listen.
Yes, I have to listen, but sentiments aside.
You don't even know you don't even have an idea of what I want to say.
Okay,
before I start anything, let me make it clear that I am a Real Madrid supporter all through my life.
Okay.
But hey, I will try to be as neutral, as rational as possible.
Okay. If you are not neutral, I will not hesitate to jump into the defense of Atletico Madrid.
No worries.
Yes.
No worries. At least I know I have Real Madrid that I identify myself with. But hey, I know our friends. You know, fufu toy rek lañ dé dem. You know,
anyway.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
Anyway, that's a personal attack.
Well, it was it.
Probably you'll be talking about Fofana, Famara Fofana. Probably you're referring to him.
Well, I didn't mention.
Anyway, what is your take on today's final?
Well, it's going to be very, very interesting, Madrid versus Atletico. Two teams from the same city. The first time that it ever happens in the history of the UEFA Champions League. But hey, that is where the comparison between the two teams ends. The history, the fans, and all those things are different. You know, now when you look at Madrid squad, the 23-man today that traveled to Lisbon, they spent about what, a whopping 592 million euros. Look at the Atletico squad, 75 million euros.
79 million euros.
79 million euros.
Yeah.
Now,
a big
that
wealth gap.
79 million euro was not even enough to buy Ronaldo, the second most expensive player in the world.
In the world, yeah.
Though that is subject to argument, because now some people are saying it's possibly Neymar. Neymar, according to sources, he has been, you know, Barcelona spent more than
but officially
they say 57.
Yeah,
that's fine. And Gareth Bale was signed for what, 100 million euros. That's even more than what Atletico spent on their entire.
Atletico's highest most expensive player, if I remember, is Adel Turam.
Ada Turam and
Raul Garcia, 13 million euros.
They both cost 13 million euros. And Diego Costa cost 2.5 million euros. And hey, he's on the way going to Chelsea for like what? Over 40 million euros.
40 million euro, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
so a big wealth gap between the two teams.
Yeah.
But do you think that will play a part in today's final? The wealth gap between Madrid and Atletico.
No. Atletico is a compact team. You see, Atletico, I would say, is more of a team than Madrid. Madrid, you have a lot of individual players who can decide the outcome of the game at any moment. But I think Atletico is a compact team. But if you ask me, I think Madrid would have the upper hand in the end, because this is a stage where experience also counts a lot. So it is going to be very, very interesting. But I foresee a tight game, you know, with the outcome to be settled by a few small details.
Okay. Let's look at the two teams. Domestically, one can say Atletico gained the upper hand because they are crowned the champions of Spain. You understand? Since 1996. will that be a yardstick to say that, okay, because of that, they can oversign Madrid today?
It might not be a yardstick, but it is going to be very, very crucial because it will serve as a motivation. Now, Atletico winning the championship for the first time in 18 years. But I would also say that the domestic was real to lose. They throw it away in the sense that they were leading Atletico, but after the collapse against Barcelona, the season was just in shambles. I think that was where they lost everything. Even when they were losing against Celta Vigo, drawing Valencia and Valladolid, I think by then the league was already lost. Okay. But when you look at Ancelotti's record, Ancelotti's record is not very good when it comes to domestic league football. In all his life as a coach, he won 2 domestic cups. One with AC Milan, 8 years in AC Milan, only 1 domestic cup, and one with Paris Saint-Germain. But when you look at the man, he is very, very...
Chelsea, I think he won the league with Chelsea as well.
Exactly, 3 rather. I beg your pardon, it's 3. He won 1 with Chelsea as well in his 4th year, the double. But when you look at the man, he always saves his best for knockout competition.
He has a good European pedigree.
Yeah, if you both as a player and a coach.
And a coach, yeah.
Yes. You know, but that shouldn't be taken.
Let's look at the 2 coaches. Like you said, Ancelotti has a wealth of experience, you know, compared to Diego Simeone. But Diego Simeone has become a revelation in European football over the past 2-3 seasons, especially this season.
Yeah.
If he can build a team that will stop the dominance of Barcelona and Real Madrid and go all the way to the Champions League, and if you look at their progress from the group stage up to the final, they passed some very tough opponents along the way.
And they are still unbeaten.
Exactly.
They are yet to test defeat in this season's Champions League. Now, what makes it even more interesting is Diego Simeone's first coaching job outside of his country is Atletico Madrid. And when he was taking over Atletico Madrid, that it was a team languishing just above the relegation zone. Okay? You know, after 2.5 years of hard work, you know, today the team will be present at the biggest stage of all when it comes to club football. World club football. That goes to show the caliber of coach he is. And I was listening to his press conference yesterday, pre-match press conference together with Thiago Mendes, the Atletico midfielder. He said, Simeone is like a god to them. It's like a god. If he asks them to jump over a bridge, they will do it. That goes to show the amount of respect that he commands. But I had the privilege of watching Diego Simeone as a footballer when he used to play for Inter Milan, in Italy. Now, he's a fighter. You know, he has a never die-hard attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is what he has transformed into his players. So they have now reaped the benefit of 3 years of hard work. I can remember before he took over the reins at Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid fans were taunting Atletico, please bring us a worthy opponent in the derby. That's no more the case.
That's
no more the case.
Yeah. If you're looking at the background, you can see that's how both teams, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, came all the way to the final in Lisbon. Yeah. You've seen Diego Costa there. He has been Atletico's, you know, should I say, biggest player this season. Although some might disagree, because you have Thibaut Courtois also, who did very well. You have others, Felipe Luis and all the others. His fitness has been a worrying moment for Atletico Madrid.
He will play.
No doubt about that.
No doubt about that.
Yes,
because,
he will play.
You see, you know, this week the player traveled to Belgrade in Serbia,
yeah.
For
a miracle cure.
For a miracle cure, and it seems to have worked miracles for him.
Miracles for him.
You know, yesterday, you know, I watched his training as well. You know, he seems to be in perfect condition for this game, and going all the way to Serbia to visit a miracle doctor, as they call him, who I understand would be the team doctor for Ghana in the